They saying I'm the GOAT, I tell them I am redemption. Yeah, we build different.
I'm about to introduce y'all to one of the freshest cowboys you will ever meet. I came in contact with my man Clint years back. He was on a journey similar to mine, looking to get out of the old life and into the new. I met him as he was just getting into if I can say it, you were just getting into the treatment process, just getting sober. I think it might have been for the first time. First time ever. Yeah. Met you when you were pretty raw, and then you ended up getting out, and we ended up connecting, and had you in the gym in a little bit, and then I've watched you since go out here, dude, and do what every drug addict hopes they could do one day and live a happy, healthy, sober life, dude. So got reconnected with your lovely wife and then made this happen, bro. So without further ado, my man Clint, how we doing, bro?
Doing good.
Good shit.
Solid.
Good stuff,
Happy
dude.
to be here.
Hell yeah. So what have you been up to?
Man, living life. Met my lovely wife. Been together for like 5-6 years. This go around. In 24, 25, 26, we dated.
And she saw you at your worst too, right?
Yeah, she did. Our story's pretty cool. Just the fact that we were together that long ago, didn't have anything to do with each other for 6 years, give or take, and then reconnected. And yeah, I was at my worst when we did reconnect.
That dude, that's the saying that everybody, you know what I mean? Everyone says, like, let it go. If it comes back to be, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
And everybody says that shit, but nobody trusts it, dude. But like, you actually did it and it happened, which it's a beautiful thing, man. And especially for her to have known you when you were at your bottom, to stick with you through that. But bro, you I mean, a lot of people go into treatment or go into the process and just keep relapsing, keep going. And it's, you know, I don't know. I wasn't along for your whole process, but it seems like you've been on the straight and narrow since.
I have been.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's been a little over 4 years. I don't know. I always tell people, you know, everybody's different when it comes to this recovery thing. But I had it in my head once I got in treatment, and all right, this is what I'm gonna do, and this is my life now, and it is what it is, and I might as well. Full steam ahead.
Let's go. And so what did you originally get sober from?
Opiates, slew of other things, right?
Everything.
But that was my main go-to.
Heroin?
No. Perks, any painkiller I could get a hold of, and then figured out what fentanyl was and why get anything else when I can get that.
Shooting, snorting
it, yeah. Yeah, I put a lot of shit up my nose.
For sure. Yeah, dude. Once I figured out how that thing worked, bro, I couldn't leave it alone.
Terrible.
And then the same thing, unfortunately, with the needle. Once you realize how it feels once it goes in a needle, then everything you can get into there goes the same way.
Yeah.
So going back, opiates, fentanyl, obviously rock bottom was not, I'm sure, pretty. Like, what did that look like for you? Paint us a picture.
I'll start off with saying that I was blessed to still have somewhat of a head on my shoulders and not completely lose it. I knew I needed help. It's just a matter of doing it and getting it and pulling that trigger. We have a family business in Dripping Springs, so I was working for my dad, and that was my dream. That's where I want to be, learn from him, work with him, put myself in a position to handle business for him one day, and was not showing up well at all to work, mentally, physically, any of that, and just making irrational choices and you know how it goes. And I hit my rock bottom. It wasn't like a bunch of ODs and jail and all that, but I was lucky enough to reach out to the right people at the right time before I got to that point and get the help I needed.
Who was it?
It was my mom and dad. I'm a real family-oriented person. Have been forever. Super tight with my family, especially my mom and dad. And yeah, got to a point where I told my dad one morning, I need help. And of course they jumped to it.
They obviously knew.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. They didn't know what exactly was going on, but they knew it wasn't well.
Right.
And I didn't look well.
Yeah.
And they pulled some strings and talked to some people, and they told me, look, this is what you're doing. You're going to go to treatment. And as quick as I asked for help, I turned around and said, I'm not going to fucking treatment.
Oh, really? You backed out of it?
Hell no, I'm not going to treatment. Didn't like fully come out and say, I'm not an addict, but that was bouncing around in my head like, wait, I'm not, this isn't where I am.
What did you think? What in your mind then? What did you think would have been like what were they going to offer you that you would have been acceptable? Some magic medicine?
I don't even know. I think it was such a blur at that time for me that there wasn't any
Right.
future thinking,
Right.
any future planning. And I sat with it for 4 or 5 days, not wanting to do it, wasn't going to do it, still running amok. And then I woke up one day and it was like a light switch and said, I'm going to treatment.
Good stuff.
And I did it, and they took me to treatment. I don't even know how we got there because I was asleep the whole time. And then we pull up there, and I wouldn't get out of the car. And my dad, he was about ready to pull me out of the car. So I finally did, got out. Tried to leave treatment like 3 times in the first 2 days. Walked all the way down the
you did?
entrance road.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, the entrance road.
Yeah. To the train tracks,
Right.
to the road. They came and picked me up. And I didn't fight it because I knew that's where I was supposed to be. Just get back in the car and go back.
For those of you who don't know, he's talking about a facility here in Texas. It's called, anyways, facility here in Texas, and there's a big horse ranch and all that, but there is a long dirt road that takes you from the main country road, back into the ranch, and then once you get out there, it is another tremendously long country road out to even get to any remote part of any town. So,
Like I said, I was asleep the whole time.
yeah.
I didn't know which direction I was walking or which way to go, but I knew in the back of my head I wasn't going anywhere.
I take myself back to kind of that moment in my time, and I remember when oxys first became a problem, and that was the first time, I remember them sitting me down and they were asking me, they're like, we know something's up, like, what's up? And I broke down and told them, and dude, it was like the first time I remember my mom like running down like the caring mother to divvy me out Klonopin that the family doctor had given me to help me wean off, and I'm running around still scoring oxys and doing all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
And she's like coming to me like she's taking care of her small child that's sick.
All right.
My devious ass is still running around, and then
Of course.
a couple of years later, then it becomes heroin, and I'm living in Miami, and I didn't even have the guts to call her. Like, I needed help, I wanted to ask for help, but I had to call my aunt because I couldn't physically tell them I was on heroin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they felt all backstabbed because I went to my aunt and not them, and I was just like, damn, I just didn't have the fucking dignity to be able to tell you at the time.
All right.
But when so dude, like, when you were coming out of that, or when you were in that moment when you're getting ready to walk off the facility there, could you have ever dreamt of like what life would look like right now?
No. I knew it could be better. I knew it could be way better. I believed in myself. I knew I was capable of it. I didn't know it could be this sweet.
Right.
I hadn't given myself the opportunity to allow it to be this sweet in years.
I'm curious what the things are that you didn't know could be so good. Because for me, dude, it's the thing, it's not things I would have ever thought about that are important to me, but just like the stability.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
The sureness of life, like
100%.
all those things, the knowing I can be counted on, like all these things that I'm so proud of, to be able to build something I could be proud of.
Yeah.
All these things that I never thought could be humanly possible, let alone the people that I'm around now, the things I get to do.
Yeah.
But what are the biggest things that stick out in your head?
Yeah.
Because people think material shit and this and that. They don't necessarily think about the stuff that truly means something.
Right. Yeah, the fact that my people can count on me, the fact that my wife can count on me now, and my family and my friends, and knowing that %98 of the time, everything's gonna work out just like it should. It's gonna work out fine. I used to worry about so much shit in my addiction, throughout my addiction. So much of it just rolls off my shoulders now. A lot of it has to do with putting my faith in God. I've always had a connection with God. Got real distant from him though, through my addiction, and found that closeness again in treatment, and was able to reconnect. And I know he's got me, and I don't worry about much. I don't.
Good life.
It's a good life. It feels good, man. It feels real good.
If you don't mind me asking, if this is too, close personal to you, because I've been on a journey these past couple of years, but like, what's your relationship with God look like? Because if you don't mind me asking.
No, not at all. It's not real complex, and I talk to him as often as I can, and as I look back through my whole life, I can see all the times he's been there for me. And like I said, I know he's got me. And if I put my faith and give my will to him, and it's been evident the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Without me even doing or trying these things that happen for me and go my way, and the blessings that come before me, and I attribute all of that to turning my will over to him. And that's a big thing in treatment that I learned about and that we talked about, and it's 100% true. 100%. Sure. Plus, he's got, I'll go ahead and throw this in there now, because I want to talk about it probably in a little bit. He's got my sister up there with him. And not only is he watching over me, she is too, and I believe in him. I do.
It's beautiful. I know, I've been on a big journey with God, and at first I thought it looked like going back to church, and I wasn't getting what I needed there, and then I started doing my own digging and all that, and then I get lost in all the conspiracies and the this, that, and the other, and all I notice is it's fun to think about the possibility of those things, but the more I think about it, the further it makes me like question the one question that matters, and it's like, God is real. There's faith, right? I have faith, and I know it's real, and so making sure I focus on that, and like it really speaks to me that you find God within inside you, or God within. When I sit down with you and I, and we just sit there and have this conversation, like that to me is where God is. It's in helping people. Yeah. And so it's been a very profound thing for me, and it's made me look at the world completely different. So many things completely different with that. But I went through my tough time where faith wasn't a big thing for me, and it was through years of addiction, and one of the things to kind of segue into what you brought up with your sister, my one of my best friends, they talk about him in the military. He was around me so much using hard drugs. He didn't use them with me, but he saw me use them so much that I feel like I desensitized him to it. He would later go on without me and then OD, you know what I mean, on heroin and mixing Xanax. And it always kept with me, always. And I'm sure you and I have talked about this before, but the only thing that ever helped me was I truly felt, I know God is real, and I know my boy WAP is up there. And so I know he's looking down on me.
Yeah.
And so every single thing I do, every single day, I do with a fucking chip on my shoulder. Doesn't matter what it is. I do everything with a chip on my shoulder, and it's for reasons like that, because I truly feel like he's watching. And for as much bad as I've done in this world, I'm going to make sure that he's standing up there going, like, that's my dude right there. Like, that's the motherfucker. So,
Amen. Amen.
Dude, I can't, I've had a interesting relationship with my siblings. It's been tough for me going through years of addiction, not being in their lives, being gone with the military, them getting older, getting married, going on and doing their things. And so each relationship has been different. I love them. I love them all the same, but I couldn't imagine, I feel like I just got to the point in my life where I could finally again be that big brother that they could be proud of and all that. But I haven't ever mourned the loss of a brother or sister, dude. And so what is it? What has that done? I can't imagine what that's done to your family's life, or how it's caused you to live your life now.
Death is a wild thing. It is, and it's full of all the emotions, right? And it takes something to be able to I feel like it takes something to be able to look at it in a positive light. It's hard to do that. It is. And it didn't just happen overnight, but I've lost people before. I lost my sister, right? So I kind of had my own outlook on death, and like I said, I've always had a relationship with God, and I believe that after death, you're there with Him. So that holds some comfort, right? Which allows me to see that positivity in death. It sucks. Of course it does. It's the worst thing I've ever gone through in my life, losing my sister, but man, I've got something to live. If I didn't have something to live for before then, I damn sure do now. And it's my life goal to hold her in everything I do in my life. And again, I know she's up there. I know she's with me in everything I do. I feel her presence. I had a dream about her a few months ago, and it was the first dream I've had about my sister since she's passed. I don't dream a lot anyway. I hardly remember my dreams, right?
Me too.
Man, this vivid dream of my sister, and we were like at a rodeo or something, and I was talking to these people, and I turn around, and there's Grace, and she's standing there, normal Grace, baggy t-shirt, colored hair, like she was, and I immediately, in my dream, broke down crying and sobbing and put my head on her shoulder and told her I missed her, and she said, "It's okay." And then I woke up, and I was like, one of those dreams is so real, you're like, wait. And Jeannie happened to be up, my wife happened to be up, and I So of course I'm gonna tell her. I was like, yo, I just had a dream about Grace. She was like, tell me about it. Tell me about it before you forget, or before you know how dreams are.
Mm-hmm.
So I did. I told her, man, and I still feel it, but like for the week after that, I felt like I won the lottery. $100 million, whatever. It was the most profound feeling. And it was confirmation in what I believe, and knowing that she's there. She came and visited me.
Damn.
And she does it. She's done it in other ways, in other forms. But to be able to see her like that was, man, it was awesome.
That's awesome.
So death is right. It's, man, it's a sad thing. But I find so much good in where she is and where I'm at with it. And I can't help but smile when I think about her. Think about her a lot, and I go outside and I look right up at the sun and just close my eyes.
If somebody was listening to this right now and they've been through something like that, something similar, lost somebody like that, what's your advice for them?
Just believe. As simple as that, I think.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I know you've always big into the car. You back when I first met you, big into the car culture, big into the street race scene.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You and I bonded on some music stuff. We always talked rap, hip hop, and all that.
Yeah.
Who were your big? Always keep it fresh. Who were your big influences when you were coming up that have molded the man we know today?
Oh man. Like we've talked about, and I've said it too. I feel pretty versatile. I know you call me versatile. I think I am that. I was raised in the country. My dad rodeoed forever. I was raised in that lifestyle. Kind of got away from that in my years growing up, and then into my addiction, right? I was a thug, you could say. But I never really lost touch with my roots. Glad I got back to them. Treatment getting sober helped me do that. And I don't know, my dad's a big one.
All right.
My dad's my best friend. And he's my hero. And I pay attention to him. Yeah. Just how he moves and his heart and the way he is. I like to switch it up. Yellow Wolf has always been a go-to. Still is. Love his music.
For sure.
I feel like
How old are you?
36.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like I vibe with that.
Country rap rock
Yeah.
genre.
Yeah.
It's banging right now. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
was cool. We were talking a little bit before, but we got my buddy Creechy, who's a tremendous artist out here in Austin, hip hop artist. He was just out on tour with Mercules, platinum artist, and then came back off that, and then got to open up for Struggle Jennings the other day. And so my mother-in-law is in town, and she's loved the Waylon Jennings. She actually had the reason I have 2 Dobermans today is because that when I met my mother-in-law, she had 2 Dobermans, and it was Waylon and Whiskey. And so it just so happened she was in town, and Struggle was coming in, and so I hit him up, and we caught a workout out here and got to go to the show. He gave us a shout out, and Creechy shut it down, but that was my first rap rock concert. I wouldn't say rock, rap country. His is definitely more country than Yellow Wolf's is, dude. But it's cool to. Never would I have dreamed growing up when I first discovered rap that I would ever see those 2 worlds mix.
Yeah.
And I remember just growing up back then, I was just stoutly against country.
Yeah.
Just because all the country back then just didn't speak to me.
Yeah. I was the same.
Speak
honestly.
to me at all. Like I wanted to hear some. I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
that gutter hood shit.
I was into all that. Yellow Wolf Struggle, Bubba Sparks,
Yeah.
all that whole gang, guys. Yeah.
Struggle was cracking up because we were doing our episode and I was talking about he was talking about when he got out of prison. I was like, don't I remember seeing you do a workout video with Bubba Sparks when you came out and you were first yoked up? He was like, yep. I was like, damn, that was can't believe I just remembered that
Bubba.
shit. Wild. I don't know what he's doing nowadays. Is he still
I think so.
getting it?
I think, yeah.
He did a little bit of stuff with Slim American and then it never really went anywhere.
Yeah.
So what does life look, what did life look like? What did a weekend or a life look like back then? What does it look like now? Married life, rodeo,
Yeah.
business.
Yeah. Definitely.
So what, it went from illegal street racing and pills to sober rodeoing?
Pretty much.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Got back to his roots?
Just, yeah, man. I mean, you know how active addiction goes. It was a nonstop hustle
Enterprise.
to find and get what I needed and all that. Yeah, didn't give myself any room for any of the stuff I liked or cared about doing or family time or any of that. It was Jeannie's, my wife's brother. I've always had kept a relationship with him, even when Jeannie and I weren't seeing each other.
Were y'all boys prior or just became tight when you guys got together?
We got tight when we got together back in 14, 13 and 14. I don't know if I said 24 earlier, but yeah, in 2013, 14, 15. And yeah, so anyway, it just consisted of getting off work, going to the apartment, getting what I needed, going to Jeannie's apartment, and that was it. Every day, same thing.
Right.
As soon as I'm off, hit my dude up, and yeah, it's funny, man. Looking at pictures of myself from back then, it's like, man, I was so not okay physically.
Do you still have all those pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at them every now and then.
Yeah,
I do.
shoot me a couple. I'll make sure I pop them up during the episode
I
just
do.
so people can see.
It's wild, yo.
I bet.
And no clue. I had no, you have no clue
Right.
that you're that bad off.
Bro, I remember used to thinking I was so fresh, and I'd put on my little Aqua de Gia cologne, reeking like fucking cigarette burns from fucking Newports, smelling like a fucking burnout Newport. I got a short in my pocket or some shit.
Terrible.
Pocket full of needle caps.
Terrible, man.
Not bad, not good.
Yeah. So it was the same shit over and over back then. And again, it just sobriety has opened up. It's just allowed me to fully get back to myself.
Let me ask you a question because this has been something I've realized. How many years sober you got now?
Almost 4.5.
All right.
Yeah.
So I know before there was a big process when I had first got sober and all that, where we've been putting drugs and alcohol in our system for so long that we don't feel. You know what I mean? We don't allow ourselves to feel that shit. And then we start raw dogging life. We don't got the substances in us anymore. We start raw dogging it, and then all of a sudden those emotions and feelings come back in. And one of the tough things to do, and I try to, I did coaching for years with people in recovery, and I try to deter people from relationships because it's hard, especially when you have pre-existing relationships. Now, luckily, yours didn't dive into the deep end with you. It didn't sound like with the drugs and alcohol, so
Right.
a little better, a little bit more stable.
Right.
But how is like emotional maturity? You know what I mean? How you would react in your relationship to how you would react now
Yeah.
as a sober, multiple year adult.
That's one of the biggest things that honestly blows my mind. Just the anger I carried.
You seem so easygoing now.
Oh my God, it's
Bro,
a night,
you're so laid back.
dude. It's a night and day difference, and I think about it often. Honestly, it wouldn't take shit for me to get just
Wilding out,
thrown
pop
off my rocker, dude. And of course, you think, okay, I need uh, I need the pills so I'm not angry, but then it's the pills that are making.
Right.
Then I'm high and still angry, so it's like it was wild. Anything and everything, and whatever my emotion is, I show it
Mm-hmm.
to this day, right? But I don't give a fuck who's around me, my family. If I'm pissed off, everybody's gonna know it, and I'm gonna make sure everybody knows it.
Right.
And man, it was bad, hitting shit and just, oh man. And today I have like, it's such a relief to not carry that anger and just lose my shit over nothing. And again, it goes back to the 98% of this shit is not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
And it's gonna situate itself. So let it.
Yeah.
Don't trip. I might still get, you know,
A little upset.
I might, yeah, on the highway. F this,
Right.
F this dude. No, no, no. But I'm not losing my shit.
Right.
And even like in my relationship, we get in an argument or whatever. I'm pretty damn good at. It's over. It's over.
Right.
I don't want to hold on to that shit. I held on to that shit for so long.
I don't want to hold on to that shit. My wife likes holding on to that
Man.
shit sometimes. But Dave, I'm playing.
Yeah. So it's yeah. See, it seems to be a little easier for me than my wife, but we're doing it.
Good shit.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone out there that's been having a tough time getting sober? What do you think are the biggest keys for them? Biggest keys to success?
Wow.
Real answers that made the difference for you. Not what treatment says you're supposed to say. Not what the recovery or world says you're supposed to say. What really made a difference?
Believing that God or your higher power is going to take care of you as long as you let him. And very close to that is believing in yourself. And that's faith also. Have faith in your higher power. But right there with that, you got to have faith in yourself.
Where did that come from though? Because getting sober is a pretty vulnerable, insecure time. So how did you build that up?
Well, the faith thing has always been instilled in me. My mother has preached faith to me for as long as I can remember. But I also knew in the back of my head through all that, I knew what I was probably capable of. And I've always been the type to, if this is what I'm doing, then I'm 10 toes down in this and I'm all the way in it. And like when I got into treatment, that's kind of what it took. And I would just put my head down and say, this is it. This is my journey, and this is where I am. And since I'm here, I'm putting everything I have into it.
Oh yeah.
Cool story about that is I was at the beginning of that, I was telling myself, just put your nose on the grindstone. Just put your nose on the grindstone. Like literally in my head, I was telling myself that first week or two of treatment. And this kid in there started. He was good on the guitar. And about halfway through treatment, he played this song, and it turned out to be a Tyler Childers song, "Nose on the Grindstone." And so, first off, I'm like, whoa, this is what I've been telling myself. And there's this song out there, right? And so he's playing it, and I'm like, damn, this is cool, man. So I'm where I'm supposed to be, clearly. Come to find out, Grace, my baby sister, loved Tyler Childers. So it was just a cool connection of everything. And yeah, that song is keep your nose on the grindstone and out of the pills, which was where
that to me right there, bro, that says to me that's what happens when you have faith in God.
Oh yeah.
He speaks to you like that.
Yeah.
I tell people that I get signs like that all the time, and I want them to think I'm crazy, but without faith, I never caught any of that shit. And there's so many things that happen to me on a daily basis that I'm like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He clears the path for you.
Yeah. 100%.
It sounds silly to say, but if you don't have that faith, I was going deep down a rabbit hole that was having me question not faith, but question like what to believe. You know what I mean? Do I believe this? Do I believe that? Is the Bible the way? Is the Dead Sea Scrolls the way? Like, who's telling the truth? All that kind of stuff. And so it's sitting there making me think of, was Jesus the Son of God? Was Jesus a prophet? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just naturally thinking about these things. So
right.
I was visiting my family. They just recently moved to Myrtle Beach. So I was going out for a run on the beach. So I'm running down to the beach, and I'm thinking about this because I just listened to something. So I'm sitting there pondering it. I get out on the beach. As soon as I turn the corner on the beach, huge written on the beach, bro, Jesus. Just like right there on the beach. And it's just like all I could do is just look up and just smile. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's some people that might run right by that and think it's just coincidence, but I don't know, dog.
Yeah.
You start seeing a whole lot of coincidences happening when your eyes are opening to it.
Yeah.
Well, one of my favorite questions I've asked at every episode that I've ever done of the podcast, and this one I'm very interested in you in particular because of your exquisite taste in music. Tonight, you're walking out for the UFC Championship of the World. What is your walkout song?
Oh, man.
That one
wow.
song that when you hit that curtain lets the arena know that bad motherfucker is here. What is that song?
Damn.
I could see you coming out to like the Peaky Blinders.
Man, I
shit
could
or
go
something.
like
I know
way
it's
left
a hard
or
question.
way right.
Bro, it's a hard question. It's a hard question.
Oh. It's gotta be a hard song. Dang, dude.
You don't know? I mean, you already said Yellow Wolf, so.
Yeah, I'm thinking about some Yellow Wolf songs. I don't know. I like Till It's Gone by Yellow Wolf.
Banger.
What's that one? He's got that one. Everybody get the fuck up. It's like a rocky one.
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I might come out to some like I might come out to some Pearl Jam.
Switching it up. See, I told you the versatile.
And go.
He's versatile.
and catch some people with some little softness. I don't know.
I've been stuck on.
I could have a whole playlist.
I know, you can. Just depends on the day.
Yeah,
mine right now, I think, is MOP Cold as Ice.
Yeah.
I think that'd just be hard as shit.
Yeah.
When I was young and I was super into wrestling, and so it was the walkouts that did it for me. That was that fucking rush of the Ultimate Warrior hitting the curtain and all that stuff. So I don't know why, but just I'd be out in the driveway playing basketball, thinking of like what songs playing in my head or the theme music to the '96 Bulls. It was just like giving my life this soundtrack or whatever. So I just always like hearing people's walkout songs. But if people wanted to get tapped in with you, where would they do that at? Are you private, man?
No, I'm not a private man. I got Instagram and Facebook. Big Chief Lou on Instagram.
Good name.
Yeah.
Clint's about to make one. My wife doesn't know this, but I don't believe she listens to the show anyways. But Clint's gonna help me make one of my wife's dreams come true. My wife has, for whatever reason, an obsession with heavy machinery, but like she wants to just drive the big shit.
We got it.
Yeah, and so I took her out, and my buddy and she got to push a bulldozer around for a little bit. I got her on film do it. She couldn't have been happier. So we're gonna surprise her. Clint's family owns a big equipment rental place. Where are you guys at?
In Dripping Springs.
Dripping Springs, what's it called?
Yeah. Dripping Springs Rental Center.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Easy. Best
35 years almost.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout out to Pops.
Built it.
Yeah, built it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So he was doing that, and then
he
was rodeo riding. And went into that?
He rodeoed. He rode bulls till '89. My mom was pregnant with me. Lane Frost had just passed away, got killed. He rode with Lane here and there. Knew him. So my mom being pregnant, Lane passing away, and I think he got on one more bull after Lane died and said, I'm done. Yeah. Got a firstborn son on the way, and yeah. And then 93.
Time to go build me my empire.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. 93 moved down here from Fort Worth, Hazel area, and started that business. Been building it up ever since.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
One of my good friends, he's a mentor. He owns a big company that they just sold it for $100-some million or whatever. And bro, I've always just been fascinated with sitting. I have lunch with him all the time and just kind of getting in his mind business wise. And he's incredible, dude. He's always trying to help. You know, let me help you with this. Let me help you with that. I'm like, bro, I don't want your money. Just us sitting there having this time and me soaking up all this game is all I ever want from you, dude.
Yeah.
Just your friendship. That's it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm probably one of the only people in his life that have never asked him for money or anything. And so,
yeah,
bro, what he's given me has been invaluable in that sense.
It's the wisdom that'll do it, man.
I've been thinking about just going up and setting up doing a podcast episode in a retirement home and just soaking up fucking knowledge, bro. All them people just sitting and all the shit they know.
Yeah.
There's some people in there. We used to do that in high school for the basketball team. We'd have to have service hours.
Yeah.
So we'd go out and go to play cards with them or whatever. But dude, I'm a dumb high school kid. I just want to go in there and play cards. Now it's like, dude, all the shit that I could fucking learn.
Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
It's full of it.
Hell yeah. Well, bro, I'm fucking proud of you, dude. I love seeing you out here living life and living the world.
I appreciate it, man.
Very happy for you. They ended up in an incredible marriage, incredible family, and
yes, sir.
Bro, you're what redemption's all about, bro. You realized there was a problem, you woke up, and you did something about it.
Yes, sir.
Good shit.
I appreciate you, man.
Well, dude, I appreciate you.
Proud of you too.
Thank you, dog.
In the 4 years that I've known you, man, what a climb.
Dude, we're trying. We're trying, bro. Once I figured out
love it.
Like what you said it earlier. You said that's why I wanted to know, like, how did you foster that confidence? Because coming out of addiction, it's such an insecure time. But thank God I found running and the gym and all these things that built me up. And so I'm always fascinated with what builds people up. Because for me, it was that. For other people, it could be fucking meditation, whatever it is. But finding that good shit and doing it.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, dog. The way we like to wrap up the show, everybody got to hear a little bit of your story. They got to hear who you were. If you take a look in your camera and throw out a couple I am statements to let them know who Clint truly is.
I am Clinton Lee Lewis. I am alive. I am proud. I am here.
Those are fire. Fire. All right, bro. You're a bad motherfucker. Appreciate you. Much love.
Love you. Thank you, buddy.
If a dream gets cold, we gon' keep that flame. Bring energy in the rooms, you won't leave the same. Scars on my back, I'ma stand up straight. Morals about to guide me down the road I take. What's the price of redemption? Hard work and dedication. You need a reason to live, well, I'ma put one in your faces. They got it all confused about the talent that it takes. It just take a little effort, the opportunities, man. We shift. Take a lesson with